relationship is. Bryan, there was a video that sparked a lot of rumors about you cheating, partying with other girls. We know the internet had a lot of opinions, but walk us through what's been going on.
They're trying to just throw any hate my way. And within the cheating video, the hosting, I got paid to be there. I used to bartend back in the day at a lapse of judgment, and we've talked about it. And yeah.
The lapse in judgment was what?
Pouring shots around, giving the crowd shots and stuff like that. Yeah.
All right, welcome back, Kings and Queens, y'all. Today we are talking Love Island USA Season 7. People are really ticked off about this season. And I don't think it's this season. I think it's the way they wrapped it up at the reunion. I think people came expecting you, Andy Cohen, to really hunker down and make some of these people answer the hard questions. But for whatever reason, y'all had us in a holding pattern for a month. And we are really disappointed. The general consensus is the reunion was a flop. But not only that, y'all. Damn, Bryan and Amaya. They broke up. He broke up with that girl. He broke up with her. I feel like you used her, Bryan. But I didn't want to be what do y'all call it? A negative Nancy. I didn't want to be a negative Nancy. I saw it coming a mile away. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. I didn't see the sparks. I didn't see the sparks. I didn't feel the sparks. I didn't feel the commitment coming through the screen. And sometimes as women, Amaya, I'm going to have a talk with you because I'm going to put this on you. Sometimes as women, we've got to be careful that we are not so desperate or we don't become so desperate that we miss and fail to see all of the writing on the wall. This could have been avoided in so many ways. What are your thoughts? Do you feel like he used her? Do you feel like what they had may have been genuine and they just went their ways? Or do you feel like it could have been avoided? Did you ever buy into his love for Amaya? Or did she mistake him standing up and just saying, hey, this is our culture? Did she mistake chivalry for interest? Let's talk about it. For those of you who are just tuned in, or if you're new to the channel, welcome to the palace. I am Queen Sheba. I cover a variety of hot topics specific to reality television, but most importantly, I hone in on the psychological and the behavioral traits of the Black experience.
Subscribe now.
Y'all, I'm kind of mad because I feel like the men are really having their way. And I don't know if these love shows are actually do anything for women outside of putting them on display like a buffet and allowing the men to sample without making a commitment. Are y'all following me? I know everybody grown. I know this is a generation that we live in when women want to be liberated, sexually fluid, free, but can you handle the cost that comes with it? Unless you bout that life, close your legs. Amaya, I feel like you gave this man all of you without no commitment, without little to no requirements up front. He didn't even have to work for you, in my opinion. I'm not even getting on the part about the money yet. Y'all, I'm not even talking about the $100,000 that they won as America's couple. I didn't vote for them. I didn't see it. We had a heart for Amaya. All of you had a heart for Amaya. But ladies, you got to be careful that you don't have a heart. And I understand the empathy. I understand girls wanting girls to win. Yes, girl. We want you to be loved. But don't walk your friend off the edge of a cliff. We wanted, or America wanted, Amaya to win so bad that they didn't do the proper assessment of Bryan. Bryan snuck in through the back door, sampled her, took her, had a little fun, and that's what men do. And Amaya, you are of an age where you have to be savvy enough to know you do not get in bed the first time a man shows you a little bit of interest. I cringed. I cringed at Amaya going into what's the name of the room where they go into the dang, I forgot. Where they went in there, they had the whipped cream. I cringed. I wanted to be like, hell no. Girl, he ain't did nothing but said that's her culture. Oh my God. Anywho, I just never thought he was genuinely interested in her. And I think some women misconceive or misconstrue that a man's willingness to get in bed with you means there have to be an interest. Men are not women. They do not think like you. They do not think like us. And Amaya dropped a ball as it relates to her not playing about herself. Amaya did the unthinkable. Have you noticed that all of the women that were quick to jump in bed got left behind? They got left behind. And the ones that somewhat had an ounce of respect for themselves are still kind of navigating or going through the courtship as it relates to the dating phase of it all. And let me say something. The guy named Zach, even Zach went on record July 9th and said that, I don't know. He questioned Bryan's strategic intentions with Amaya. I can't believe nobody else saw it. I want to freaking yell through the screen. I want to yell. I want to scream. I want to holler. He was never interested in her. However, sometimes I just got to pull back and be quiet because I think we live in this generation where y'all love sweet nothings. And as long as people are whispering sweet nothings in your ear and it makes you feel good, it doesn't matter if it's true or not. Just make me feel good. Alleviate my pain. Give me something. Tell me something good about myself. Tell me something good. That boy was never interested. He was never interested in Amaya. And when Zach was asked, according to Us Weekly, when asked whether he thinks that Amaya and Bryan make sense as a duo, Zach was upfront. He said no. He said he understood that he and Amaya, meaning Zach and Amaya, had their rough patches right in the villa. And he, quote, says, I'm not going to lie. Obviously, he stood up for her that one conversation, but throughout the whole season, he not once mentioned that he wanted to pull Amaya aside for a chat. He never talked about he wanted to couple up with her. He never mentioned to the fellas that he wanted to get to know her. So Zach said he was very confused. Towards the end, when Bryan zooms in and says, listen, I want to speak to Amaya real quick. And he said, okay, cool. He gave Bryan the green light to approach Amaya because, of course, it's like this guy's never showed any interest in this girl. Zach goes on to say, I respected him in some ways because he did ask me, how's you and Amaya? And I told him, I think me and Amaya are done. I'm going to go over to her and apologize to her. So just that last scene when you saw me and Zach, hold on, when she said me and Zach's romance is over, when she's wearing that muumuu, that's the moment when I was supposed to cut everything off with her, according to Zach. But there was a conversation that he said that he had with Amaya, and they both looked at each other in the eyes. And that's when he realized, wait a minute, let me give this a shot. There's a tender place in this girl. I think I may like her a little bit more than I actually realized. And you know what? Let me back off for being so swift and let me just explore it a little bit more. However, he said he was not aware that Amaya and Zach, what's his name? Bryan had already kissed or whatever. Make a long story short, you saw how it played out on the show. Amaya ended up keeping Bryan. Amaya, you gotta pipe down. I said that, and I know we love her personality and we like her energy, but your picker is completely off. Your rationality is completely off. I don't ever want to see young women jumping in bed with these strange penises that they have no idea about, that they don't know anything about. And the best gift you can give to a man is yourself. I know it sounds old school, but the best gift you can give to a man yourself. And when you lay down like that freely on your back with arms wide open and he don't have to do anything, nothing. And I hate to say it, Amaya, what I can recall that he's gone on record to say that he's done for you is that he bought you a bowl of pasta. Hell, you can do that for yourself. You split. You put him in a position to win $100K. Thank goodness he split it down the middle with you because you didn't have that option when you pulled the card and he pulled the card, right? He had that. So I guess, but he didn't earn that. Come on, y'all. If the truth be told, he didn't earn that. He just pulled up. He saw a vulnerable girl and was like, you know what? This girl ain't really solid about herself like she should be. Hell, if she's going to let me have a go, I'll take it. But yeah, after the reunion, they split up. It's over. It's a wrap. She's posted about it. He's posted about it. But even leading up to the breakup or whatever, the announcement, Amaya was posting cryptic TikToks before Andy Cohen put the smackdown at the reunion. I just hate to see it for her. She's a beautiful girl. And it's unfortunate. But Bryan, listen, let me tell you something. Men are not short on words. They know how to talk. They know how to speak. They know how to carry themselves. And the fact that he sat up there and played in her face like that, went to that club, Amaya, he was doing exactly what he wanted to do. When he was dancing and talking about, oh, people are just trying to put me in a bad position. Girl, he has come up off of your coattail. He has gotten clout off of your pain, off of your fear, because you were afraid. You were afraid of leaving the villa without finding love. And hell, sometimes it's just best to go. Sometimes it's just best to go. You see, she was ready to go. And guess what happened? Nicolandria. That's all I'm saying. So Bryan posted, and why did you let him? She posted, but so did he. Why did you cover for him at the reunion? I would have said something. I would not have laughed. I would not have defended the cheating rumors. I would have put him in the most uncomfortable position to ensure that he didn't get no more gigs, sponsorships, or any of that. But yeah, child, Bryan broke his silence after he and Amaya ended their reality TV romance. According to Us Weekly, Bryan posted, Amaya and I have decided to go our separate ways. And he wrote this on his Instagram stories. That has to hurt. Ouch. That has to hurt as a woman to know that you've been deduced to an Instagram story. All you get is Amaya and I have decided to go our separate ways. And then he came back and added, y'all, unfortunately, we were not on the same page, and that is okay. I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing at the breakup. I'm laughing because this would tick me off. We both gained clarity that we are on different paths right now. I am thankful for the time we have spent together, and I wish her nothing but the best moving forward. You know what? Should I just end it there? Because the demon in me wants to talk a lot of shit, okay? But I do have a question. Did you realize that you were on different paths before or after you got that money, Bryan? Was it before or after you accepted that $50,000?